Good morning. This is Adrian, one of the pastors at Twin Lakes Church, joining you for this morning's devotional here on our deck at Aptos on this beautiful day. And I wanted to share something with you that I couldn't share this past weekend in the sermon I preached at Twin Lakes Church. If you missed it, you can go to tlc.org/sermons to watch that one and any of our sermons anytime in the past. We're talking about habits, replacing bad habits with good habits, and how modern science and research has uncovered the secret of habits, but it's something that we see in the Bible. The same principles they find are the same ones that we find in Scripture. And one thing I didn't share, and I wanted to share, was this. One of my favorite verses in Proverbs is this one. It's Proverbs chapter 24, verse 16. It says this: "The godly may trip 7 times, but they will get up again. But one disaster is enough to overthrow the wicked." I love that verse. The righteous person, the righteous man, or the godly person, it says that person falls down 7 times, but gets up each time, doesn't quit, doesn't let one disaster, one failure mess them up or just ruin the rest of their day or life. One of the things about habits that I've learned in my life, I talked about my health journey and my life transformation where I lost 100 pounds in about 1.5 years. One of the big keys for me is this idea that even if you have a bad day or trip up or mess up, to not quit, but just begin again. In the science of habits, they say one of the things that trips people up is that same idea that they think if they, have a cheat or they mess up by eating something they don't want or not exercising one day, that they will have lost all their progress. But what we see is you all the progress you've made, you keep making. And even if you mess up one day, if you just get back up the next day, you continue on the progress that you already made. You don't go back to 0. You go back to wherever you were the day before. If whatever the numbers are, maybe 10, you're at 11. You don't go all the way back. And I want to encourage you, whatever habit you're trying to change, whatever you're doing in your life, no matter what happens, even if there are days that you might mess up, don't quit. Just get back up and start again. I want to share one more verse with you, because that has a lot to do with our habits and the things in our lives we want to change. But sometimes we feel like with God, man, you have just used up all His grace or His mercy in your life because you just messed up way too much. Well, I want to share with you Lamentations chapter 3, verse 23, another one of my favorite verses. This is the New Living Translation. It says this: "Great is His faithful love, the faithful love of the Lord never ends. His mercies never cease. Great is His faithfulness. His mercies begin afresh each morning." Listen, no matter what happens, every day is a new day, and God's love never ceases. He is faithful, and He has more than enough grace and more than enough mercy and love for you, for me, for the whole world. God bless you. We'll see you again. Bye-bye.